It's that time again. Your favorite Friday night show, your favorite couple on the internet, with a special birthday guest. Happy birthday, Jenna.
Hey.
Let's get it going. All the way from Bristol, Tennessee, or I'm sorry, Johnsonville, Tennessee, it's Bakaloo with Gorilla Clops.
I love that, bro.
On the lunch hour, get you some.
Get you some Johnsonville, bro.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Lunch Hour. That was Bakaloo with Gorilla Clops, which looks like Cyclops from the X-Men, but in gorilla form. And once again, it is your favorite Friday night show, your favorite couple on the internet, myself, your handsome, humble, heavyweight host. That's Lunchbox, one word, capital L, capital B. Thank you very much. Joined, as always, by my beautiful, bouncing, buxom, big-boobed and bootied bride, Jen.
You didn't make up any words this time.
I was trying desperately not to.
You're really enunciating.
Oh, you bounce so beautifully. And everybody out here that knows you in person knows that. And tonight, in honor of her 20th birthday.
I will take that.
All right. It's my little sister, the one and only Jenna Brutal Bones Carrera.
Hello.
That almost came out. Okay.
I'm sorry I fucked that up. It's Sexy Fragile Bones.
It's on the fucking wall over there.
She's in the way.
Yep.
What's up? Happy birthday, Jenna.
Thank you, David.
Thank you for taking the time to come out and join us tonight on the Lunch Hour. There were many places you could be, many celebrity events you could have packed and graced with your presence, but instead you decided to come back to where it all started, in my garage.
Absolutely. Wouldn't have it any other way.
So, once again, that was our new friends Bakaloo from over in Johnsonville, Tennessee. I'm sorry, Johnson City, Tennessee. Jesus Christ.
And they're over there somewhere, right?
Well, and anyway, the reason I bring that up is because, as you know, the Lunch Hour is broadcast worldwide and all across the nation on WPFR Pirate Flag Radio. And on July 19th in Johnson City, Tennessee, you get your chance for the Pirate Flag Radio Showcase. July 19th, $10 cover with the Nerve Endings, Coffin Smoke, Bakaloo, who we just played, and of course, co-host on the show, Moose Trainwreck Roberts. That'll be at the Stockyard at the 190 North Raceway Villa Drive in Bristol, Tennessee, right steps away from the Bristol Raceway, the International Bristol Raceway.
International.
So come on down to that and see some of your favorite bands, and come meet some of the hosts at Pirate Flag Radio. I know all y'all out there in Bristol, Tennessee, Bristol, Virginia, Johnson City, all that. All those Bristols. There's too many Bristols over there. Well, Bristol, Virginia, and Bristol, Tennessee are across the street from each other.
Oh, shit.
That's silly.
Like, the state line runs through the middle of town.
Why didn't you just make a different town?
I think it's pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, but like, that's confusing.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Like, stand in one county, or one town and pee in the other.
Well, I mean, it would be one county,
someone else could.
It would be one county, one town,
Yeah.
and another state. Like, you can knock off three.
Be two places at the same time.
Like
three
three
places at the same time.
Well, I mean, three different categories of nothing else.
There you go.
Everywhere.
So, by the way, hi, Jordan. Jordan says happy birthday, John.
Thank you.
So we're going to do what we do. Beers and bullshit. What are we drinking tonight, ladies?
Got a Great Nation Super Vibe Hazy Double IPA.
Super duper.
Super duper.
I might crown the wolf. I like it. It tastes like sherbet. Sherbet?
Sherbet.
I don't like
Yeah,
sherbet.
sherbet.
It smells weird.
So
Not
I'm
to say.
I'm also drinking a Great Notion beer. It is the Overripe Tropical Hazy IPA. Why don't they write cool stuff on cans anymore? Like, I feel like since the plague ended,
Yeah.
like nobody writes,
Yeah.
nobody has like time to write cool
No.
things. We're all back to work.
It's weird. We don't have time for that. Words, right? Make up your own shit.
The world is no longer ending.
Yeah.
It's with mango steam flavor 7.0 ABV.
Mango
Here,
steam.
try that.
What does that mean?
Try it.
I can't read. The damn light's in my face.
Usually it's not enough light.
Mangosteen.
You want to try that, Jenna?
What is
Sure.
a mangosteen?
Here, let me try yours.
Okay. Tracy.
Yeah, that's part of the gig on the show. I know you watch, so at least you know you're not surprised when I'm like, give me your beer.
No, not at all. Ooh, that is really tasty.
Yeah,
What is a mangosteen?
whatever the fuck this tastes like, that's what a mango
It's
steam
a
is.
mangosteen.
It's fruity.
Don't help me.
It's a little fruity.
It is. It's actually much more fruity than I would have expected it to be.
I wasn't ready, and it's very sweet. It's funny. It's the hazy IPA. And I figured it was gonna be more bitter, and Jenna got the bitter beer, so I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you, Jenna.
It's okay. It's my birthday. I'll take it.
So you may have noticed we were absent from the airwaves last week here, and we know you all missed us. And we love y'all, but fuck y'all. Because we were seeing the greatest band in the world, AC/DC, at the iconic Rose Bowl in beautiful sunny Pasadena, California.
It was cloudy.
It was hella cloudy. Made it much more enjoyable, though.
Yeah, I don't like hot. And it was not hot.
So, what was your favorite trip about, or favorite thing about the trip?
My trip about this thing.
Yeah, this trip about this thing.
My favorite part of the whole trip was a very short trip. And boy, were there a lot of people at the fucking Rose Bowl. If you know me, I don't love people all that much. And boy, were there like 70,000 of them there.
Ew.
And I eventually lost my shit and yelled at someone and then kicked them. And they deserved it. And I would have deserved it if they kicked me back, but it would have started a whole fight. Anyways, my favorite part was not kicking that person, strangely enough. My favorite part was driving by the Mama's family house.
Oh, that's cool.
That was the best thing ever. And we literally just drove past and that was the end of it.
We stopped and took a picture.
We didn't stop because there was someone in the front yard like gardening or something. And I'm like, oh, this is awkward as fuck. Hi, we're going to take a picture. I tried not to get her. I didn't get her in the picture, but like Mom's Family is the best show ever to have ever existed. And if you watch the show, the opening credits and the ending credits too, they show a house, and that is indeed the house. My whole childhood has come full circle.
Allegedly, Batman's Wayne Manor is not far away. We did not make it there.
We never did do that.
We were gonna do that. Like, we left the hotel. Like, Jen didn't feel well the day before, and it just kind of wiped her out. Like, so I mean, that long ass drive. It was almost 6 hours down there with the stops and whatnot, because we have a 6-year-old. And so we get down there, and then the traffic right when we dropped into Santa Clarita was bullshit. And so we get there, and we go out, we eat dinner at a nice little Italian joint called Angelo's since 1962. Jen will still never forgive me because I left her manicotti.
You left my stuff on the table.
Oh.
I couldn't really eat. So I woke up with a migraine the morning we were going to leave. So I was like dead to the world the whole day pretty much. And I couldn't eat, but it was so good and I wanted to eat it all. And then they brought the takeout boxes, put everything in. And then Wolfie coughs and he's like, I'm going to throw up. And I'm like, get the fuck out. Get out. We don't throw up in places like this. And so that left you to take care of the check and pick everything up, except for my food. Apparently.
You left it on the other side of the table in my defense.
The table.
First of all, it was on the other side. I couldn't see over the super tall stack
of my own food.
Of my two food. And Wolfie's. And Wolfie's. Let's not forget that. And I got to talking to the waiter, because to be blunt, you and the boy were super unpleasant at that point. And it was nice to talk to somebody cool like our waiter.
Waiter guy.
Give me a second.
It wasn't Angelo.
It wasn't Angelo. It was Sebastian?
That's the most un-Italian sounding name.
He wasn't Italian. He was very Hispanic. But anyway, like, he was super cool. Like, he even, dude, what really blew my mind is people did not know AC/DC was in town.
It's like you're that close to LA. Like, things happen all the time, right? I mean,
AC/DC, woman! This will probably be the last time they tour. Like, we are talking about the most iconic band in rock and roll history that's still out there. Like, name someone more iconic that from 50 fucking years ago. Shoot.
Elvis is probably still alive somewhere with Tupac. He's with Tupac, and who was the third one? There's a third person.
John Wayne.
Was it John Wayne?
Yeah, it was John Wayne.
I don't know. John Wayne's pretty dead. Even if he wasn't dead, he'd be like 150.
This was your theory, all right? I'm going off your theory from like 20 years ago.
It's the internet's theory, so it must be true. They're getting up there, though.
Definitely. I mean, that's the one thing is, like, Angus's fingers are not as fast as they used to be. They don't have the endurance. He bombed Thunderstruck.
Oh, I wouldn't say
he bombed it.
He didn't bomb it.
All right, first of all, he was off time.
He's 70.
He didn't hit everything, and then he even gave up in the middle of the verse when he's supposed to still be doing the riff or the solo over the riff.
You have to adjust.
No, don't get me wrong. It was still a great show, and I mean, he was still going all over the stage, scissor stepping, and doing what he does. Right, he almost said scissoring. Let it out. It's okay. We say what we want on the lunch hour.
Scissor me through.
I should have peed before we did this.
Brian Johnson had to point to his throat several times and be like, sorry, I can't hit that note anymore. And he's 77. So, but they were still really good. They came out playing If You Want Blood, You Got It. And I cried.
Oh.
Straight the fuck up. Cried. Like, as soon as I opened my mouth, screamed the first line out. I got tears in my eyes. I'm choked up. Like, and then the best part, and Jen hasn't even noticed it yet. She flips it to selfie cam. So it's like me, her, and Wolfie.
Yeah.
And like, I'm just like, like straight up, dude. Like, and it was a big moment for me. Like, I saw AC/DC when I was 7 years old. That was my mom's favorite band. That's my favorite band growing up. That was my kids. You know, it was one of my kids' favorite bands.
Right.
So like to have that moment after the shitty week I had, like my last day of work before vacation was awful. I got yelled at by 3 managers at my biggest, or 2 managers 3 times at my biggest store. I kind of earned it, but you know, and
Are we stepping?
Yeah. How many times have I sent you the meme from the Water Boy of Firuza Balk with like, you want me to kill him or whatever it says?
And I don't, because you know, let's be real. On Lunchbox, they're gonna love me. Damn it! Like we'll get there. I will. It works on you. Like you married Creepy Dave, all right? So, but anyway, like it was just such an emotional ride. And then you know, the week of vacation wasn't as relaxing. We were productive. We painted rooms. We bought a bed that's still not fucking here. Like,
our bed died. Did we talk about that at the last one? I feel like we talked about that.
Yeah, because we did the Monday show.
So yeah, we bought the bed. It was supposed to be here, and then it got here, but it was like manufacturally defected. So they had to send it back.
Sucks.
And nobody knows when it's actually going to be here.
Wednesday.
Oh, it's Wednesday?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was the official day, but anyway.
We're back to our roots with a fucking mattress on the floor.
And it fucking sucks.
We are far too old for this shit.
Yeah.
Like,
My back can't take this anymore. My knees and my back and everything else in between.
So
Too
that all
old
being
for
said, when AC/DC hit the stage, and I had already told everybody I was gonna cry like a little bitch, I did.
And then you cried like a little bit.
Like a little bitch. So anyway, 10 out of 10, man. If you got a chance to go somewhere and see this tour, do it, because I fucking guarantee you it's their last.
Okay, they weren't like ants. We had actually decent seats.
Good, great
Nice.
seats.
But they, of course, have the giant like screens for people up in the nosebleeds. And if you're not that far away, it's pretty jarring.
Mm.
You know, when Brian Johnson is shown and his junk is all.
I did not notice Brian Johnson's junk.
That's like the first thing I noticed.
Oh, of course it is, you pecker checking hussy.
You know, like when you see pictures from like the 70s of like Led Zeppelin and Steve Perry,
And
they
it's
have, like,
all
spandex.
just
It's all pushed on side, and it's like they're in spandex, and you're like, why are you doing this? I don't want to see this.
Yes.
But I'm not gonna look away either. But I don't want to see it.
Sorry guys, we got comments while you're talking about Brian Johnson's dick. Sean Walusko says I need to go and get us food. I'll talk about dicks when I get back. Well, Jen started without you, buddy. So Madam J says, damn, got sidetracked and almost forgot about tonight. How fucking dare you, woman? And by the way, if the invitation still stands, next week we will have another guest on the lunch hour, live from Stonecutter Manor. The one and only Madam J
nice.
will be joining us for the lunch hour.
Probably come by and say hi.
I'm down with that. Ellie Von Grimm says, my bad, I was at my second job. And my question is, damn, man, how many jobs you got, man? You better be pulling your weight.
We're getting old enough to a point where that's like almost not. I don't want to say not relevant, but like people are gonna be like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
People are already doing that.
I know.
Like, it's really crazy when you think about how short-lived in Living College Run was. It was
Yeah.
only like 4 or 5 years.
You have a pinchy bug.
Ooh.
It's headed for your neck.
Get it off me.
Oh, you get it off. You got ham.
I couldn't see it. You spotted it. Did I get it?
Oh,
I don't know. Where is it?
Did you get it?
But we're going to find out anyway. And we're going to find out after this next song. or maybe during it. I'm not sure yet.
Unmuted, just in case you scream like a little bitch.
Crying a little bitch, screaming like a little bitch. Lunchbox is a little bitch week, apparently.
Yeah.
All right.
You said it.
All right. Do we play the guy? I'll let guest choice, Jenna. Do we play the guys from Sacramento, or do we do one, or do we do Knuckle Draggers, or do we do one of two worldwide debuts?
I vote for the worldwide debut.
I think we should sandwich.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. I like the way you think.
So well, we're doing 5 tonight because one of our worldwide debuts is like 1:30.
Okay.
So you want to start with that one?
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Stockton, California, we bring to you the worldwide debut of our friends, the Curitans.
Nice.
Seven and Rosemary, and they've teamed up with Shakara and give me a second. I will remember this other gentleman's name real quick.
Another person. It's new, okay? We're not used to it
New
yet.
shit.
New shit, new people. We're not used to
I'm
it.
sorry. Yep. But either way, the Curitan and Shakara's new band with their drummer who I want to. It's a G. I remember that. This is Hippos Hate Us.
Nice.
With You Can't Hate Us for Free. Live right here on Pirate Flag Radio. It's the lunch hour, baby. And you can't hate us for free.
Hippos hate us. You can't hate us for free.
That was our new family, well, our old family and new friends, Hippos Hate Us, with You Can't Hate Us for Free. What'd y'all think?
I loved it. I think it's awesome seeing the Curitans back.
Yeah, we don't have anything they do.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it is.
100%.
Sean said something.
Why do hippos hate us? I mean, hippos hate everybody, but
Maybe that's why, just because they hate everybody.
oh my god, the heart burps. Okay.
Man, let me get back to my.
Yeah, I don't care what other people think of me, but if you want to pay me to hate me, I'd be okay with that. Don't hate me for free. That's ridiculous. Give me money.
Might as well get paid for it.
That's what, like you said, you can't hate us for free. Pay up.
Yeah.
Pay up. I think they're riding the gimmick
Mm.
because Nothing But Losers is the most hated band. So now they're, Oh, we love you.
Yeah.
Seven Rosemary Rose. Thank you for watching our merch booth the other night. When, as you see behind me, there's the Easter Bunny head. And I played my last show with Nothing But Losers on Sunday night alongside Julian K, the Mighty Power Man 5000s, and our friends in the iBirds. The iBirds are dope. Like, and Ben Phelps is a cool guy. Every time the iBirds like have drummer problems, and they put out the feelers, hey, we need a drummer. Chris Pagano hits me or tags me.
Yeah.
And so next thing you know, fucking Ben Phelps is in my DMs. Hey, dude. Like, I know you said no last time, but how's your schedule? Like, I could use a drummer for this show. And I'm just like, bro, I'm quitting my band.
You want to know what my schedule looks like?
Taking a little break. A little wee one.
I liked I didn't really listen to Julian K. Sorry, I was busy. But the one time I walked in there, I remember being like, they look like Orgy, or they sound like Orgy. And then the last oh wait, that wasn't the last song. It was one of the last songs. They're like, hey, we're these people and we used to be an orgy. And you're like, hey.
That makes sense.
And then they played Blue Monday.
Oh, yeah. That would do it.
It was Blue Monday.
It was at least as good as the New Era version.
Okay.
The New World.
New World Order?
Yeah.
My bad.
Anyway.
Oh.
The original.
Which is not as good as the Orgy cover.
No, not at all. I mean, it's a good song. It's the 80s. It sounds like the 80s and stuff, but Orgy did way better with it.
I don't think of it as a New World song. I think of it as or New Order. What?
It's New Order.
New Order. Okay. I don't think of it as a New Order song. I think of it as an orgy song. Like straight up, I think of it as an orgy song. Like it's a song you put on when you're having an orgy. On fucking repeat. All right. Like it's just but that way you don't have to dirty talk. It's constantly asking you how does it feel. Like you don't have to even ask her.
It's New
Order.
I had to fact check that because
what?
It's New Order.
Oh, okay.
With the flare in my body, my brain also flares. I've noticed that I've been like all over with word salad lately, so that's where that goes. But New World Order. I was thinking of New World Order.
New World Order.
Now we're on the headpiece.
You're thinking the NWO. Too sweet. Like,
I don't know what's happening in my head anymore.
I don't think any of us do.
No.
But yeah, it was really cool to play that last show with Nothing But Losers. Bittersweet, it is one of those like, all right, I'm not in this band anymore, and I love that band. I've never been in a band for 10 years before straight, and we did a lot of cool shit. The album release shattered every record that the other place ever had by like leaps and bounds, like in attendance, in money, you name it, we fucking destroyed it. We played with Puddle of Mud, OTEP, she's a bitch.
I was gonna say no comment.
A bitch. Mushroom Head. 3 times with Michael Graves. Nim Vind. Fucking Goat Whore Dope twice. Yeah. Because we played with they were at the Whiskey and then at they were the headliners the second time when we played with Head PE at Ace of Spades.
Oh, at Ace of Spades. Mm-hmm. I forgot about that. I remember.
You got from Ace of Spades because we left before Dope. We left as soon as Head PE was
No, I remember saying that at the Whiskey.
Yes.
Being in that venue was so cool. But also, I felt like I got some weird sort of venereal disease from being inside of it.
Now, was that from being in the Whiskey or from Dope?
Yes.
Yes.
I was still in awe of being there at the time. And by the time Dope came on, I was like, I'm so fucking tired that I'm angry about it.
Madam J said she loves seeing Rosie and Seven. Jordan asked for weekend plans. Nothing. We're going to go see the Minecraft movie, and I'm going to do some chores around the house. Sean said, so I may be tracking new material with an old friend. Well, hurry the fuck up and get it out there so we can play it. I mean, dude, come on. You can come down live and make Dick fart and, Chad McDeadlift jokes all night.
Who's your old friend?
Yeah, which old friend? And then Sean also says, fuck OTEP. She was a piece of shit when I did sound for her. She can eat a dick. Mm-hmm. Eat a dick. Some things me and Sean do agree on, and that's one.
Absolutely.
So, but it was really cool to play that show and end on the note I wanted because the sound was phenomenal. Big ups to Ricky and Ryan Irons for doing what they do. Big props to Amric Sandu and the team at Archphonic for putting it together. Persuasion, I'm really glad to see them doing bigger stuff. The stage is great, so on and so forth. But it was definitely a practice run, and there were some hiccups. I did not like the drink ticket idea.
Why was it $45 beer night?
Why?
The pricing was definitely concert pricing. Which,
okay.
you know, I get it because they're going out on a limb, they're trying to make some money, but you know what? That place was packed to the rafters. I've never seen that many people there except for the first Kill Fear Fest I played. And it didn't need to be all that. But back to our set and what made it so special to me. First of all, I put on a fucking Easter Bunny suit. Like the whole
sure
thing
like dressing up, don't
with
you,
the helmet. And under it, I had on like a bunny hat with ears. You know what? That means you're a furry fucker. All right? If I'm a furry, you're a furry fucker. So fuck you. All right?
Her nickname is Fucker.
I
So
know.
I mean,
I'll put on the suit as soon as Jenna leaves. All right?
ew.
Do you want me to do it while you're here?
Absolutely fucking not.
But you know, and it was great because as soon as we started our first song, I pulled the helmet off and I still had the bunny hat thing going. And like I asked Martina to do the orc handprint thing on my face, and instead she just kind of fucking smeared me. So like I just had like this blob of like blackish grayish.
You kind of looked like you were in black.
You were not the first one to say that.
No.
I
That
don't
would
have time
be
to dwell on that.
that would be Martina's daughter who said that. But like
Out of
thankfully she was the only one who it was Ariel, all right? Like it was a soulless ginger. And,
We love her, okay?
hey, no doubt. But I mean she called me the
Logan's
blackface she called me the blackface Easter Bunny and I was like, no. And then like I saw the pictures and I was like, oh man.
Okay, maybe a little
Not intentional. Like I said, it was supposed to be an orc handprint.
non-intentional blackface.
Let's just stop saying I was in blackface, all right? Like, let's just not say that. So anyway, like, I pull off the Easter Bunny helmet and I start doing the who wants it, and just fucking lob it in the crowd. And after about a song and a half, I realized how fucking hot the hood thing is, so I throw it out there too. That came back. And then it turned out my friend Alexis's niece is the one who caught the head.
Nice.
So, like, the hood came back to me. When she comes back, she's like, did you need that Easter Bunny head back? And, you know, me being the eccentric weirdo I am, I'm like, no, I have 2 Easter Bunnies. I got a spare.
Of course you did.
I got a spare. Tell her to go. Well, dude, when the Modesto plant closed down, my ops manager was like, we have 2 polar bear suits and an Easter Bunny suit.
Did you take the polar bear too?
We get to that.
This is a very sad story.
Oh no.
I was told there were 2 polar bears, 1 Easter Bunny. So I was like, I want one of the polar bears and the Easter Bunny. And then Jimmy had told me he wanted the polar bear, the other polar bear. So I'm like, sick.
Yeah.
Well, Brian calls me on one of the last days there and is like, hey, it was the opposite. We had 2 Easter Bunnies and 1 polar bear. And I can't find the polar bear. And so as soon as he walked into the shop that day, I'm like, hey, Jimmy, come here. You got a minute? I'm just like, hey, did you take the polar bear suit? I told you I was going to. You son of a I'm going to need to borrow that sometime. So remind me to call Jimmy Mendoza sometime here and tell him I need to borrow the polar bear suit.
We'll need that for the winter.
Yes. We will definitely need that.
Do a winter solstice of the polar bear. And we'll have Santa, the Grinch, and a polar bear.
You want me to play 2 characters? I'm going to charge you double. Which you didn't pay me jack shit last time. So nothing from nothing times 2 means nothing. Like...
But you had a fun time, right?
I got to argue with Dread Pirate the Grinch.
Oh, that was the best. I have the best pictures from that.
So the point is never argue with a pirate Grinch because he'll pull out the banana gun on you.
That's not a euphemism. It's perfect.
Literal.
There's an actual banana.
So not only did I have that great moment with all the kids enjoying it, Wolfie was up there with his guitar with me the whole time. Now he brings little DJ thing, and that's his pedals. And a lot of times he's up there just kind of fumbling. He was doing downstrokes and down picking on time.
Oh,
like when I would hit, he would strum.
Oh, that's amazing.
It was. And then, true to typical nothing but losers lunchbox form, I was God fucking Zilla, and I knocked over my kit 3 times.
Oh no! Your kit or your kid?
Kit. Okay. No, the kid was fine. The kid knew how to dodge. He's a pro. He's an absolute pro. He knows. He's like, Dad's coming by. I gotta go. Like, take a step back. But like the first time, like I straight up, I like whipped my mic cord and I came running by to do my first blood drum round. I didn't have blood. I used whatever blood was left on it and just poured a little water, hit it, spun it, got the crowd involved and whatnot. And like when I came by with my mic cord, like it just took both the tom and the floor tom down.
Oops.
And so the one and only drunk master herself, Ellie Von Grimm, comes running up there and fucking tries to save me, and I'm like, I got it, and she's like, no, like, and so
no, you do not.
She puts my fucking floor tom leg on backwards. And I was like, it works, it's cool. I was stupid enough, I had Aaron's rug, so like I couldn't even blame it on that. So we got that up, and then I had a cymbal like just go flying. I still have not recovered it. It was busted up anyway, so.
That's the one that was underneath your whole set. Okay, I don't know who that guy was, but he was back and forth like pretty much the whole set. Kind of baldish guy.
Okay, the older guy.
Older than me. I don't know how old he was. Anyways, he was like right here. I was kind of pointing like because he would occasionally try to help set things back up or whatever when they fall. And I'm pointing at it, and he's like, "What are you pointing at?" And I can't hear anything. And I'm like, "Right there," and he thinks it's like a piece of paper. I can't remember what was under one of the legs, and I'm like, "No." The fucking symbol, you ass! The big thing that's under the thing. Like,
to be fair, it was my
clingy thing.
And he never did figure. I'm like,
it might have wound up with
time.
It might have wound up with Aaron stuff. It might be in the wall of persuasion. I don't really care. It was about a 6-year-old symbol that was beat to shit. So, and we sounded well, and outside of that, we didn't fuck up. Everything was cool. Like it was a good night to go out, and then the next day, like there were people commenting on other people's posts about it. That like it was my last night with the losers, and they were sad to see me go.
Oh, that's amazing.
And my band said they were sad to see me go.
Yeah.
So it was a yiffing good time.
It was a yiffing good time.
What the fuck is yiffing, you fucking Kiwi?
You don't hit the weird parts of the internet enough.
Ha!
All parts of the internet are the weird parts of the internet. Me and Madam J are the only ones who know it.
Oh, and by the way, Jordan, my favorite song from the AC/DC concert, probably just them opening with "If You Want Blood," but Wolfie during Dirty Deeds, "Thunder Cheap."
I saw that.
It's called Thunder Cheap, and you cannot explain it to him. He will not.
Thunder Cheap.
Thunder Cheap.
We gotta play Thunder Cheap, and we left after that, which is cool because on the walk to the car, we pretty much caught the rest of the set.
Nice.
Except we left before the encore and barely missed a hell of a fireworks show.
There were cannons in the fireworks.
Oh, that's badass.
Because when you watch the video, someone was nice enough to post the entire video or the entire set. I don't know who it is, but our car's in the video somehow.
I can understand leaving early though. We did the same thing. We went to go see Papa Roach.
Well, Wolfie pretty much fell asleep right before Dirty Deeds, and like when they played like some of the Black Ice songs, that I was about to piss myself. And
so
like I ran off to go to the bathroom, and there was nobody at the merch booth. So I bought Jen the shirt she is wearing now, which is the For Those About to Rock shirt, which she says is her favorite shirt she's ever owned.
It's so comfortable. It's like a crop. And I don't like, I'm not small enough to wear crops, but it's big enough to where it's not like exposing you.
The big, like bulky crop tops are super comfy.
Yeah. I don't know. She says that like if she was braless, like we get some underboob. So
like if I stretch my arms up, I can't do that in public.
All right. So once again, as soon as you leave, I'll put on the bunny suit. I'll go to this the bra, put her hands in the air. Like it'll be.
And I will be long gone.
or at least the door will be shut. Like one or the other. One or the other.
My car will be started.
Maybe I can get into this suit pretty quickly. So anyway, see AC/DC, and if you're leaving your band, play your last show and make it fucking glorious, because that was the thing is I went out there like, no, I'm a fucking god tonight. Like I took that attitude. I might never do this again. We all know that's bullshit.
But, 100%.
Right, I'm gonna show up on stage somewhere.
Yeah,
but I might.
Full of shit.
I might never. But I might. You never know. There could always be a last time. You know what? Like I can fall and break my hip tomorrow and never be able to run around stage again. Like
You would not let that keep you down.
I might
We're
not be
talking
able to
about
run.
you.
I might not be able to move my legs though. Like I'd have to fucking take Abe's place and wheel around or something. Maybe do your.
I've got a chair for you.
Your walker.
Yeah, I do. I have both.
Like you still got.
I got a cane too. I got all three. I got you.
And the scooter.
I do. Yeah.
See, you got a four.
Yep.
The holy quatrain is
I
crippled.
The holy quadruple.
So anyway, ladies, I will defer to you. Do we do the fun death fact, or should we play a song and then do the death fact so we can come back to talk?
Let's do it after so we can talk about it.
Yeah.
We may not talk
And
much
with
about it, but sometimes we need to digest the death fact too. I just said death fact.
The death fact.
The death fact.
This one's a bit of a thinker. It's not your usual gore fest with Ellie.
Okay.
So all right, cool. So we just
Interesting.
did a worldwide debut. Let's go ahead and hit these boys from Sacramento. They gave me a bio to read because I asked him, "Can you hit me with some history?" And he told me a little bit of the story, but it's one of those things I don't know the people, so on and so forth. So like, it was cool. It started off the Jordan Blake's memorial show. Jordan Blake was an influential guy up in the Sacramento music scene that was very big on helping local bands, very big on local bands. And this was one of the memorial shows, and they had been in bands previously. So, they brought that out.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So, Ourselves Among Others is a 6-piece metalcore rock band from Central Valley, California. Established in late 2023, the band has been working hard on curating a sound that mixes in the history and talents of the musicians and the influences that have brought them all to this point in their careers. They have released their single, Stay Another Day, music video to great feedback, and are looking forward to the release of their next music video, Waste Your Time, to go with their album Infinite in 2025. They blend together the heavy guitars with the techno synth to bring a refreshing sound of uplifting instrumentals and hard-hitting lyrics, with many more releases in store.
I like when there's a bio. Tell me about it. Tell me things.
The greatest brands always have a story. Yeah. And that's something I feel like a lot of bands are missing, and these guys are doing it right. Just by having that on a hair trigger for me. Hey man, give me some info. Got a bio for you. Thank you. I mean, he gave me a little backstory that was like, use the bio. Use the bio to be more relevant to a broader audience. So to my friends in Sacramento, to those in the Central Valley that have not yet heard these guys, or if you have, I hope you're loving them, and I hope you're gonna like them as much as I did. And to all my people out there on the East Coast, in Bristol, Tennessee, Bristol, Virginia, and around the world. Shut up! I was gonna let it go. Virginia. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's Ourselves Amongst Others. Wasted Time. Brand new video.
Jesus, we're a mess.
On the Lunchhour. Show you right.
You'll never own me. All you do is take from me. Down the rats underground. Lord God, measure your word. I will. What shall suffocate? It's like a bell behind you, made me lose my mind. You were a waste of my time. Gave you everything, you took it all from me. Took it all from me. It's like a bell behind you, made me lose my mind. You were a waste of my time. Gave you everything, you took it all from me. 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 Like a bell behind you, made me lose my mind. You were a waste of my time. Gave you everything, you took it all from me. Took it all from me.
So we're over here discussing ourselves amongst others and comparing them as you do, you know, to different eras. You know, Jenna threw out the Bless the Falls, I threw out the Memphis May Fires, that whole metalcore era with the synth,
Yeah.
with, you know,
Very like electronica heavy.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, but what I really appreciated, it was groovy, it was catchy. It wasn't like 38% or more breakdown.
Yes. Which is good in certain songs. Like, don't get me wrong, but
Well, it's just, you know, you think of those eras,
mhm.
and there were so many of those bands that it was just breakdowns,
Mhm.
breakdowns. You know,
Yeah.
they broke down the breakdowns.
Yeah, like 5 different breakdowns in one.
Right.
Shit.
The
Yeah.
opening riff is a breakdown. Then they have kind of a verse that's got a little bit of a breakdown. Then they do a chorus that's a breakdown.
Yeah. And then
they
the end is the giant fucking the breakdown.
Well, no,
breakdown.
the middle's the giant breakdown, and then they do the chorus breakdown again, and then they end it with some like weird breakdown that you were not ready for.
Yeah.
That's always the same.
Yeah. Mhm.
And it's just silence and the drummer hitting the china,
Yeah.
you know, with either pig squeals or shrill screams that
Mhm.
go in it.
Mhm.
Like, but they didn't do all that. There was a lot of melody, beautiful synth in it. The guitars were heavy, but not, you know, dominatingly so. Great blend. Drew Binge, thank you for sending that to me, man. I hope you guys out there, you know, in the Bristols, as it were, Tennessee and Virginia, as it will forever be named now. Hope you all enjoyed it, and worldwide. That's a brand new video, Wasted Time by Ourselves Amongst Others. Check them out on YouTube. Check all these bands out on YouTube. Hippos May Hate Us, Hippos Hate Us. That's all one word. So I even asked Kevin, I was like, is that like Hippos Hate Us or Hippos Shade Us? Yeah, Hippo Shaddis is what a Shaddy is the first thing I read.
No, that's what I read.
Okay, cool. I feel better. Like you're like, what? Hippo Shaddis? Like was that some sort of prehistoric horse I didn't know about?
A pooping horse.
Look, we still got 2 songs, a Death Fact and the DMs. So let's go ahead.
Nice.
All right, every week, as you know, with the lunch hour, we cannot not have a fun death fact from the mistress of the macabre, the Central Valley's Elvira, and a sweet sack of beautiful bitch, Ellie Von Grimm. So let's see what Ellie's got to say this week.
Fun death facts. No one ever actually dies of old age. usually have an illness or an ailment that is associated with the elderly. So there's always a cause. Just when you get too old, they don't care.
Oh shit.
I don't give a shit.
The look on Jenna's face when that came up, that was one of those high dia moments, like who lets the bus driver off the bus type of shit. Like she's just like, and for those of you listening on Pirate Flag Radio WPFR, you can't see me, but if you watch along on the video, like it's just this kind of open mouth like gape of horror that Jenna's got on her face. Like as soon as we come back, she fixed it quick.
Not quick enough.
I was watching you during the death. I saw that look come upon your face.
Oh shit.
It was wonderful. Like I saw you go from just kind of listening blankly to being like, Jen got that sadistic grin she gets on her face because that means either she agrees wholeheartedly because horrifyingly her and Ellie Von Grimm are the same fucking person, or she's ready to fight about it.
No, I'm not ready to fight about it. It's true. I mean, but it's also true that when you've reached that age, like you're not gonna die fighting an oil rig fire in Mexico or whatever. I forgot how the line goes. But you know, everybody dies of something. You don't just be like, oh, you're 102. It's time for you to just keel over. You know.
Well, and when you think about it, when you think of actual like when they write out the death reports and everything, like there's never cause of death old age. Like there's always something having to do
Natural
with it.
causes
Yeah.
is the proper term
Right.
for old age.
Right.
Like died of natural causes.
Yeah. But usually
But
there's
there's still
something
something.
like ongoing, like your old age caused some sort of
You're 102
Some-
and your heart
yeah.
just ran out of beats.
Mhm.
Well,
you
no,
know?
because my counter argument, I'm glad you put it that way, was
I mean, my grandpa's 104, so I don't know how that's still going.
my grandpa. That's
He's amazing.
that's incredible.
Oh, dude, he's amazing.
My grandpa was 96, and I thought that was pretty amazing because he still got around pretty well. Occasionally needed a walker or a cane, but more often than not, he was on his own 2 feet. He wore glasses as long as I can remember. But he could see you just fine, and maybe he needed to turn his hearing aid up a little bit, but he was still super sharp, super funny, super charming. Like he would still like give Jen candy to flirt with it. Like he's an us through and through. Like that. Where do you think I got it from? And he got up. The way he passed was he got up to give his dog his breakfast biscuit, and his heart just stopped.
Yeah.
And he expired.
Yeah.
Like it didn't seem like it was bad. And my aunt who found him told me, that the official cause was heart failure.
Mm.
But I mean, even when I found out, and I called Brandon.
Yeah.
And I let him know, hey man, my grandpa just passed, and he's just like, oh man, I'm sorry, but too forward to ask, which is a very unbranded thing to do. Is like, well, what he passed from, and I was like, well mostly being 96. Like,
I mean, yeah.
You're not meant to. We don't last forever.
Yeah.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's a short time. It may feel like forever for us, but in the grand scheme of things, it's a very short time. And so at 96, like I was like, but the official cause was heart failure, but it's not like he had like a massive coronary or any of that. It just
Right.
his heart stopped working.
It was a 96-year-old heart, and it just that.
Brown Beach.
Yeah.
What's up, Matt? Right? Los Banos celebrity in here. If he lives down the street, like he might come screeching up to you. Everybody needs to be friendly. What the fuck's going on around here? You counterboard. Like,
Long ago, counterboard was.
dude, or Tenki? Even
shit.
even at that note, like, no, it's cool. That's like the whole thing, and we go on death and age. So I guess it's true. You don't die of old age. It's technically some ailment, some truly medical root cause. But that being said, like when something just stops working, not because there's anything wrong with it, not because there's, because my grandpa didn't have anything wrong with his heart.
Yeah.
Like anymore. Like he did many, many years
Right.
ago. Like he didn't have heart failure again. He did, like, I think 20 years prior, he had heart attacks. But this time, literally, it's just, he didn't have any ailments. He just, he It's time to go.
Yeah.
Like Irish goodbye.
That's the way to do it. Yeah, Irish goodbye.
All right. Let's go ahead and throw on another quick song. Then we'll get to our DMs. Everybody's favorite feature. Yeah, we'll do. We'll see if we can't coordinate Jenna in on this. So we're not even gonna try.
I'm still bad at this.
So I'm saving the last worldwide debut for the end because they were the first song I had ready for this. So let's go ahead. Got something new from someone who's a friend of all of ours. So anybody remember the name Seth Baker?
Oh shit! Oh yeah!
Seth D. Baker,
I still got a picture of him with OJ.
formerly of Greasehound, formerly of fucking every band, like all of them, like
All
Brubaker,
of the bands.
Brubaker, Scorp Trio.
Yeah.
I
Like
forgot about Scorp
Yeah.
Trio.
Scorp Trio
Oh,
was
shit,
where we
yeah.
met him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
And then
X Fest.
and then we saw him in Greasehound
Mm-hmm.
with the drummer that looked like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
I remember that. Anyway.
But anyway, he sent me something when I was like, I need one more song. One of my worldwide debuts is only a minute 35. And then we talked as much. So anyway, let's go ahead and check out Doorstep by the Knuckle Draggers. And you're hearing it probably for the first time if you're in Bristol, Virginia, or Tennessee. This is Doorstep by the Knuckle Draggers. Lyric video. So you can sing along if you can read the words. Right here on the Lunch Hour. Pirate Flag Radio, WPFR.
.com.
Used to be scared, I'd never be happy. Now I'm scared, I'll never be content. Can you tell me what I'm lacking? That made you not want to commit. Holding on, think I've had too much. I left my heart on your doorstep last Sunday night. Put it down the bottle, baby. Look at me with your own eyes. I don't need your love, baby. You need the right thing. But if you leave my love, I'll be here waiting patiently. I'm not that mad for what it's worth. What it's worth. You play with fire, you're bound to get burned. And what's the width of a little hurt? A little hurt. I'm not that mad for what it's worth. What it's worth. Holding on. I think I've had too much. I left my heart on your doorstep last Sunday night. Put it down the bottle, baby. Look at me with your own eyes. I don't need your love, baby. You need the right thing. But if you need my love, I'll be here waiting patiently. I left my heart on your doorstep last Sunday night. Put down the bottle, baby. Look at me with your own eyes. I don't need your love, baby. You need the right thing. But if you need my love, I'll be here waiting patiently. I left my heart on your doorstep. I left my heart on your doorstep. Oh. I left my heart on your doorstep. Your doorstep. I left my heart on your doorstep last Sunday night.
Knuckle Draggers with Doorstep. Seth D. Baker, thank you for sending that in, brother. Man, like it's all new music tonight, and I love it. Did you know, since we have returned to the airwaves, sweetheart, I have not repeated a single band once.
Okay.
Wait, that's not
Wait,
true.
That's not true. I mean,
Timekeeper,
you played that one Timekeeper song like 15 times
3.
because you love Bill.
I do love Bill, and he just got a car. So we're gonna have fucking Liam Pimps down here doing a fucking live timekeeper show. Like I'll get to bring his lights and shit. Like we haven't done a live show, and I've always wanted to get Starlet O'Hara to come to a live burlesque, and like we'll put chairs out front and shit.
Dude, we need another live show in your garage. It's been far too long.
Not quite that kind of live show, Jenna.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying a live show, a show in general in your garage.
I'm working on it. I'll figure it out.
Okay, good.
Like, but anyway, so thank you once again, Seti Baker. Like Knuckle Draggers, go check them out on YouTube. That's shit.
That's shit. It's not shit.
It's not shit.
But it's
Rude.
Knuckle Draggers, that's Draggers, knuckle spelled normally. Like I'm gonna hit Jenna upside her head with a knuckle sandwich. Draggers with a Z instead of an S.
Draggers.
Draggers balls deep.
So anyway, we didn't even try to coordinate this, but now it's time. It is now
Oh,
time
We didn't work on this
for
at all.
everybody's favorite part of the show. You know, ladies, the online world is a place where you can meet that special someone.
I can.
Well, we talked on it, like afterwards, but anyway. But sometimes when you're a single man and you see a pretty lady, you get that idea and you want to send her a message. But gentlemen, I implore you, for fuck's sake, stay out of that girl's DMs. That was pretty good,
Yeah,
Jay. At least you got that last word, yeah.
I did.
What goes through your head though? I know we're overtime and all that shit, but like, as a man who's probably never sent a dick pic, probably, I don't know.
Never.
Okay. Well, what, like, I need to know what goes through your head. Like,
Where's the thought process on that one?
this girl's so hot. I gotta send her a picture of my dick.
I bet she would like to see my dick right now.
Well, I mean, I've never, to be fair, I even told all the ladies, like, don't hit me with the dick pics. Like, and well, it was funny,
Yeah.
one of them, the one you'd expect, JoJo's daughter, was like, got it, send you all the dick pics.
Oh,
Thankfully, she never did. But, and I mean, and she only got us that one good chain, but it was an awesome chain. Like, so that being said, like, I don't know, like, okay, as a guy, I will say this, and don't tell me you ladies don't too, you have those intrusive thoughts.
Oh, 100%.
Like, you see a fine member of whatever gender, sex, race, you name it, like, whatever you're into, you see that, and the words that you think, but don't always come tumbling out of your mouth. Now, granted, I just do it quietly because we all know I'm gonna say what I'm thinking. Like, that's been my problem my whole fucking life. So, I might walk by and see a huge butt in leggings or something, just be like, get about 30 feet away and just whisper or something. God damn, woman. Like, you know, things like that. And sometimes you have that whole, like, man, I won't put your knees to your nose type thought.
But you're not speaking it out.
Which would be stupid. And what I really don't understand is why these guys can see these women online, click the message button, crack their knuckles, and be like, I'm going to type this to this bitch and it's going to work.
90% of the time they think that they'll never see them in person. So they're like, I can just say whatever the fuck I want.
But why would you even attempt that? Like, what's your end game? Do you think a girl's going to go for that?
But we're gonna talk about it.
Because we're going to talk about it. Let's find out. Okay. We do a back and forth thing. We're all going to read them. Do you want to go first, or do you want to, like, because I know.
I'll let you guys go first.
All right. You want to see the flow?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Yes, please.
You or me?
You can go. We'll go.
All right, down the line. Okay. This first DM is a simple one. Kasem, sounds like some Bob's and Vizine shit already, just sent our new friend, Atma. Oh, God.
New friend.
Well,
New
I
friend.
haven't met her yet. Serena, who, was in the chat last time, she hit me with a group of DMs, and then she was like, hey, my buddy, I got some from my homegirl, too.
Oh, that's so far away.
I picked him up and was like, okay, well, here, let me full screen it.
I'm blind.
All right. Kasem just opens with a simple, I love you.
Well,
That's
case
short and to the
in
point.
case in here. Lives in Innocenta. You live in Egypt. Egypt. That's so fucking far away. It's not even funny. But he loves you.
But he loves you.
But he loves you.
He loves all of us because we're reading this, so that means this person loves us too.
So, all right, cool. So he loves us. So, I mean, I usually like to start off with a softball.
Right.
I think that's a pretty good softball.
It's not terrible.
I mean, it's better than just like sending a dick pic.
Well,
right
I mean,
away.
this guy
I'll
does,
take an I love you over a dick pic.
this guy doesn't have a profile picture. He's in Egypt. Like, for all we know, most likely he's like a I almost said 3-year-old, 13-year-old.
It's a total troll.
Like in all account, like he's hoping like this chick might sell content. He'll kick her a couple bucks, get a nipple, and like he's good for the year. Or he might be some old snake charmer man with one leg, and that leg's fucking twisted behind his neck and shit. Like, and like he just has a smartphone and he just saw this picture. He loves her. We don't know.
That was the strangest description.
Yeah, really.
I'm glad you like it. That's what I was going for.
Was
That one's not too bad, right?
no.
Next!
I feel like they're just gonna get worse. and
That's
worse.
the goal.
Yeah.
Okay, Frederick. A full Frederick.
Is it Frederick?
Frederick. Oh my god, I'm so happy we matched. I honestly love everything about you that I've seen. Goddess, your hair and body look amazing. How's your morning going? That's something you say first. Green's my favorite color, haha, especially the shade you have on your hair. Also, I'd be so down to be your personal foot slave, Aaron. And oh god, and chore maid, sissy bitch. You own and control and use however you want. While I do your nastiest, freakiest, weirdest fantasies and kinks for you, master, I'd love to worship your legs and feet so much after you've been walking around in those boots all day. Never mind. Oh my god, I'm honestly a huge freak. I can get that. But I'm funny and cool as fuck too.
No, you're not, dude.
No.
Tell me what you're into, goddess. First of all, I had to read that very loudly, and I hope none of our neighbors are outside.
They're gonna have some questions.
No. Like, I sent Ronnie the fucking link. So, like, I'm actually, he pulled back out of his driveway. I don't know if he left
Trying to get
because he took the dogs and the wife, and he's like,
I'm outta here.
What kind of people do we live across the street from for the last 10 years?
Fucking weirdo.
Okay, so Frederick, our friend Frederick here, you know what? At least it's a positive thing. I mean, it's not like a bitch lasagna kind of situation.
Right, he didn't try like 50 Hays and then a BB and then like be like, I have cancer and I won't die if you don't send me your titties. And like he didn't try all that and then throw a bitch lasagna in the end.
I mean, this is a lot. It takes up a whole screen here. Lots happening here. He's just throwing it all out there at once.
Well, and not only, he didn't do it in one DM, he did like a paragraph and a half, and then a paragraph, and then a fucking short novel.
All one sentence.
I feel like for a short novel, he might have gone to Chat GPT for that one.
I hope not. Like, I hope this came out of this dude's brain. Like, I hope he thought this was a good idea. Like, this is the sort of shit you should say to women. Like, I am truly hoping he thought this is a good idea. Because if there, and ladies, I am so sorry. I am so sorry you deal with this. And I'm sorry you're desensitized to this. The internet is a wild place. But if dudes like this don't exist, we don't have a show.
That's true.
Yeah.
Frederick's probably not getting a response anytime soon.
You gonna block that motherfucker? Are we blocking, ladies?
We're blocking.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, Jenna, batter up.
Oh god.
Hang on, let me full screen it. Okay, I will. A little context. I put this mostly on here for the bio.
Okay.
The bio is the best part.
Okay. So we've got kid, 26. I can be your boyfriend or a fuck buddy. The choice is yours. Serious interest only when it comes down to a relationship. And don't match with me if you're really not interested in me. LOL, y'all too grown to be confused and wasting lifetime.
Okay, and now real quick, what's the message he sent?
My first goth day.
That's to our resident goth of the show. I mean that should kind of give you the.
Oh, poor Ellie.
We try not to say her name, and I always out her every time.
You're in North Island. You're not that far.
No.
We're gonna find you, kid. So he liked you, but don't waste his time. I like how the choice is yours.
Yeah.
Well, if
Giving you
you
some options.
okay, like I've never done these dating sites, and I haven't asked for the details. Like one of these days, I'm hoping Amanda like is in LB on a Friday night, and I'm just like, dude, like come do the show with us. And she brings a bottle of vodka, and we just take shots and do the show. Because she contributes regularly, and I want her to explain the process of matching and so on and so forth. But yes, our Mistress of the Macabre sent this one in, and this particular picture of her profile got at least 2 of our subject DMs tonight.
Okay. Well, I mean, she's gorgeous, so I'm not surprised.
Beautiful woman, across the board, and then she talks. And first of all, the voice will hit you. And then the shit comes out of her mouth. And like one of the coolest people I've ever met in my life. Like it was funny because I remember like Jen, you know, you can tell she'd get that rare moment of Jen being like, who's this pretty bitch she'd talk about all the time. And then she showed up.
And then she met Ellen.
And now she's my wife, I guess.
Yeah, they're married. There's a plot. So like the other day at the show, she was like, look at our son to Jen. I asked her, what the fuck? Like, I need her to kick in on these, like, all these days that, like, new shirt day, crazy hat day, like, bring macaroni and cheese to your school day. Like, I'm like, yo, bitch, you need to kick in if that's our son.
Send a couple boxes of crap.
Right, you know what? You take him to fucking the Jumpaline Park for a fucking afternoon.
Not for the faint-hearted.
Well, her response immediately is fucking, I'm just after your wife, all right? Like,
she came down last year to pick me up. We went to Fresno to a show.
Oh, nice.
And Wolfie was here. Dave hadn't made it home yet, so we are kind of waiting for him to get home. And she walks in the door, and Wolfie goes, hi, my grandma's dead. What the fuck?
And Ellie being the death mistress is just like, oh, that's terrible, buddy.
Okay.
I feel like it's the age because Logan did very similar things.
And then later in the night, before we had come home, he woke up and asked you
immediately,
where's Ellie?
Where's Ellie?
Oh, where's Ellie?
Yeah, where's Ellie? And I'm like, buddy, I get it. Like I'm pretty big on Ellie myself. That's my buddy.
Oh.
But like, you're not gonna ask about mom and shit. Like, well, he like fell asleep while we were here, or so like while they were waiting for me to get back. And like that was the craziest day to begin with, you know. And so then I get home and like it's just like, hey Ellie, hey Jen, all right, y'all get your asses out of here. Like kids asleep, and he's like in that half woke up yelling about shit mode. Go back to sleep. I wake him up like 20 minutes later. Luckily, like Tabby took kids to the park, so we all went out and fucking hung out, and then they came back here for a bit and he got to play with the kids. So there was some burning energy off him, but the little bastard napped from like 3 to 5. So anyway, back to this, you know, because we just went way off the rails here. Bro, your bio sucks. Like, don't match with me if you're not interested. It, from my understanding, if you match, it's based on interests,
right?
Right. Like,
seems like he's just expecting a little too much.
I don't like this guy.
No,
fuck out of here.
My friend, well, his name's Kid with 2 D's. All right.
That's your stage.
I know.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna scooch over here.
This one's a series. So I'll,
goddamn hair.
Okay, I'll go ahead and.
Is that what that was?
Stabbing me for like 3 minutes.
All right. Opening line on a dating site. Hey, mind if I ask you a question? What's that? Would you or would you not be open to receiving head? Fam, that's what you're going to open with? Yeah, I'm feeling to give some head. Is that bad? And our responder is like, first of all, you can try a hello next time. And secondly, I mean, you do you, bro. I'm no one to say anything wanting to give head. Okay. Wanting to give head is good or bad? I said hey in the beginning. Yes, that was the first word in your sentence, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it got you to reply, didn't it? So it kind of worked to an extent, except the offer is real. We haven't even had a conversation at all. The only thing I know about you is that you want to give me head and whatever is on your profile.
I mean, she's not wrong.
And he's still going.
Oh, God.
That's true. That's not the greatest of introductions. I apologize. May I restart? Or did you want head?
I think we've already established that that's a no.
And then he goes with a sorry good night. This is at 10:59 p.m. The next day at 12:56 a.m. So, a couple hours later. You are very beautiful, by the way. Mind if I ask you another question? And our responder is intrigued enough.
Please say.
What is it? That's what she goes with. What is it?
Please ask again.
Was that too forward? Is there a better way to approach that question? A lot of them.
Yeah.
Way too forward. Try to vibe with a girl before you just straight up asking to fuck her. And his response to this, I shit you not, is I'm not asking to fuck anyone. I don't want to have sex. I literally only want to give head.
Oh my God. Read the room.
Her response is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 face palm emojis. And my guy, head is still sex. To which he responds. At this point, the only response would be like, my bad, too forward. But he goes with, not necessarily. Technically speaking, it's not. That's still foreplay. Her final response, no, it's sex, no matter how you spin it, bro.
Yeah.
I was hoping his second question would actually still be his first question.
He just kept on digging his own grave, didn't
he just kept going and going and going like that. What the fuck? What are you doing? Like, it didn't work, so maybe try the next girl.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Let's not just continue going. Like,
well, here's the question, because one of the things we've talked about is the weird hours at which these neckbeards fucking message ladies.
Yeah.
And and here's the thing, it's inconsistent. Mm-hmm. You think a typical person, maybe I clock in at 5, I usually clock out at 5 p.m.
Right.
So you'd think maybe between the hours of 5 to 6 a.m. to 8 or 9 p.m. are normal, right? These cats will respond at midnight and 1 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're still awake, thinking about sending you dick pics.
That's the other thing too. Is that what these guys want to do? In the end, is it hey man, I want to show this bitch my dick?
That's so weird.
That's weird.
It's so weird.
I don't look at someone and think, God, I should take a picture of my vagina and send this to someone.
I've had the same thought. I remember having this conversation with one of my friends. I'm sorry, I don't ever just be hey, let me just send a picture.
Picture of my head.
No. That's
No,
the furthest from our.
I mean, I will say this, ladies, and especially for you down there on the couch that married me. If you just want to send that special someone a picture of your titties throughout the day.
That's different, but some fucking random person. Yeah. No.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we're talking random person that you have ever either never met or have only seen them once and you're just okay.
Or on the internet at the very
least. Or
least,
some random fucking internet person. Yeah. No.
Mm-mm. No.
No, thank you.
No. I mean, I suppose there's people where I wonder what you look like naked. But that's an inside thumb.
Yeah.
Not an outside
Right,
thumb.
right.
Right.
We go
We go
back to
back
that
to
same theory.
And I'm
Like,
not going to be like,
You want to see this? Well, and 9
Hey,
times out
show
of
me.
10, they don't even ask. They just like, they're like,
here it is. Here's a really bad angle.
Yeah. check out my dick.
From this really shitty. I took this picture with my toes. Can you see all the way up to the ceiling?
And then when you call them on it, they have the worst fucking excuses.
my cat ran across the keyboard. Like,
Oh, my buddy just sent that to you. Why the fuck is your buddy going through your phone looking at your dick pic?
I mean, if your buddy was
well,
trying
maybe,
to help
wait,
you,
what?
you
Well,
would've
no,
done a
if he
better
says
job
my
than that.
buddy sent that to you, you would assume it was his buddy's dick.
I wouldn't have
No,
said that. My first
the
thought
one
would be like,
I got was my buddy thought it would be funny to send you my picture. And I was like, the fuck? I mean, I'm not judging, but that,
I got a date later. Is my dick like tell me.
Hey, bro, how's my dick look from this angle? Would you mind snapping a picture for me? Hey, send it to that girl on the dating app. Like,
not even on the dating app, on fucking
on
Facebook.
I want to say, I've said it, and I'm thinking that maybe I'm wrong. Like, people don't do that, but people do that. My God, you set yourself on fire.
Oh,
Why?
we're only about halfway through our DMs, guys.
Oh God.
This is gonna be a special 15-hour show.
Well, you know what? I had a lot of these are a double shot, so the same one of you can read them both, honey. I labeled this one. If at first you don't see,
Oh God. Another upshot. Not of a dick though. You have some beautiful tits. Okay.
okay, notice how tits is spelled, 2 T's,
Yes, there are a lot of T's in this word right now.
and notice the name and the profile.
Eddie. So
Yeah, what about it?
Okay, so I went ahead and labeled this next picture. Remember, the first one was if at first you don't succeed, try again.
Oh,
Is that-
this one?
that's
a
also
much better
Eddie.
picture. And again, you have some.
You
beautiful
have
tits.
some beautiful tits with the
Spelled-
double T.
Spelled the same way.
And the same emoji.
But that's a much better picture. kind of.
Totally the same guy.
Yeah, you should have gone with that one.
Yeah.
Just
Or I don't know,
first
maybe a
one.
different name. Make yourself look less.
Did he have the same age?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's the
yeah,
same
Eddie-
guy. It's different
41.
profiles.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're
Like if one said no,
Yeah.
let me try with my other profile.
Well,
said no to Eddie A, let's try Eddie B.
And shit like Eddie A, let's use the better picture.
We are down to Eddie Z, and it's still not working.
Like I said, he's using the better picture though, because
Yeah.
Eddie's a pretty built dude.
Yeah.
Like Eddie's pretty shredded. Eddie's, 41. Like, it's, a 41-year-old dude's gonna look like a 41-year-old dude. Like, but so he tried with one profile with that exact comment,
and that didn't work.
and then he tried on this profile with the exact same comment, emoji, double T's and tits,
Spelling.
like all of it. Like it's like he copy pasted
Yeah.
this shit.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, and then she sent me the picture of it, of which profile picture they're calling on, and goddamn it, she's rocking them, like, and I told her, I was like, well, he's right, but like maybe high.
Right. Like small talk is not a bad thing to start with.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Okay, in this,
Hi, how are you?
okay, like this is a dating app, so that's double. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But in this day and age, like, there are a lot of girls. Like, I've had girls on my friend list. Like, one used the term "porn titties" back in COVID, and I was like, I gave her style points for using the term "porn titties." She messages me immediately and was like, "Hey, like, I do the OnlyFans thing and the content. Like, if you want to see my porn titties," and hits me with a link.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, "Hey, look, man. Like, I respect the hustle.
Mhm.
Get you some. If there's a market, sell it." But I have this thing about not paying to see my friends naked.
Mhm.
And she's just like, I totally respect that. Like, so maybe he's thinking, maybe being as they were half out anyway, she's that kind of girl who might be like, yo, I'll send you a picture of my nipple for $6.
I don't think he was thinking.
No, I don't think he was
Period.
thinking at all. At all.
When you think about her tits, but
Yeah.
thinking
That
about
was the only thing that he was thinking about.
See, and I feel bad because she had the hips going on and that ass was banging too.
Yeah.
The things was thinging, but that ass was banging.
Mhm.
Like there's more going on. Like, it's
Right.
not just the titties.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And this is coming from the world's biggest boob guy. When I told Jen in terms of chicken, I like thighs better than breasts. She was like, "That's the hardest thing you've ever said."
that hurt deep inside.
It hurt his little soul.
And I'm still just like, bro, yes, her knockers look good, but like the hips is going, like hair's on point, like she goes out dressed to the nines because she's always told me she's worried she's gonna die, and then that's her ghost outfit.
Oh,
That
honestly, that's fucking genius, though.
that you know
That
what?
makes sense.
I couldn't argue with the
No.
logic.
Going out in my pajamas.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, like, because now when I go out in my pajamas, I'm gonna be like, shit, do I want to fucking be stuck in this for the rest of my life
But
if
do
I
wanna
die?
be comfortable in the afterlife?
All right.
Come on, I mean,
All right, next
Okay.
DM.
back on. Okay, this is
All right, that's all you, Jenna.
Okay. I'm blind, so let me get closer. Big old biddies, 22.
No, that's the chick receiving,
Oh, okay.
and she does like insanely huge knocker, eye size,
Okay.
or at least they were at this time, probably.
That sounds painful.
Yeah, no, it absolutely.
Look,
I
it
feel
was
like
fun-
that would really
What was
hurt
funny
that.
is it was on that post that was like, I forget what it was that I shared, but it was something. How big are your titties? And you were like, well, you didn't answer. And I was like, neither did you. And then like a couple girls like hit back on it.
Mhm.
And this chick was like, blah, 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 eyes. And there were dudes being creepy publicly, and I even hit him with the nose
Yeah.
spray bottle. But like some other chick hit with the eyes,
Mhm.
and some dude was like, the eyes have, or she was like, the eyes have it. And I was like, and I emphasize I love it. Like, you know, just so I could throw an eye joke
Yeah.
in there. But anyway, she does got big old bitties. But
Right,
this is
so-
from City Living
Okay,
2420.
City Living 2420. You look hella good in your new pic. That bathing suit is perfect on you. Bet you look even better without it on, though. And then she said, LMAO, who even is this?
That's a chop right there.
And he is super sure of himself with the you already know, haha.
What was-
But she obviously doesn't know
the
who the
title
fuck he
of
is.
the picture was, and she did not.
What?
That is a
That
Bro, your
Yeah.
wife.
All right. I like this one because I get to read this like a dude.
Oh, God.
Like a dude.
Like a dude.
Oh, God.
I just figured since you are a big titty goth girlfriend, I'm 8.5-inch cock long, big girthy goth cock boyfriend. We're a perfect fit.
It was
Ew.
I added cock in there randomly.
Girthy goth cock
I'm
boyfriend.
laughing too much.
Oh, no.
And my title for this picture was, well, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, it absolutely fucking did.
No, my bad. My caption on this one was, why is it always 8.5 inches? Because the last time we put up one that was almost verbatim this, maybe it's the same guy, I don't fucking know. But he was like, I got an 8.5 incher for you to ride on.
Oh,
And I'm like,
God.
8.5. It's always like, that's a consistent number I'm starting to see. Like,
Because they know that it's not 9, so they're like, I'm not gonna say 9, but it's 7.5, so I figure I can go 8.5 and get away with it.
Millimeters. Yeah.
well, I mean, the thing about it is I'm like, okay, is that just like the whole like, hey, it's not unrealistically huge, but it's still on the bigger side.
It's not frightening, but it's not the truth either, probably.
They know better than to claim that it's a 10-incher, I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
Well, I mean, like if dude's just gonna be like, I got a horse cock, like he better back it up.
Yeah.
Like that's like if I was a single man and I took a lady home from a bar and she had these big old jiggling, honking badonkers and shit, and like then she pulls that bra up and like 3 inches of padding falls out and she's like 4 cup sizes smaller. Like if I think I'm taking home an E and I get an A cup, Like, I'm getting up, and walking the fuck out. Like,
You gotta go to the bathroom and compose yourself. It's very clean.
like I came home with a ridiculous set of titties, and now they're like not even average size. Like, nah.
Maybe not even average size, but don't lie about it.
You know what? If you can dress them up and do the push them up around your neck, like I've seen you look like a G cup.
It's not fun
because the way you hike them up and the shirt you wear and whatever. Like I've both of you two over the 2 decades. Like, no, I've seen you look like this huge titty, like behemoth titty model type thing. And then I've seen you over there, like, look like a rather rack and stacked woman, and that's not your thing.
No.
Like, so
Bishop
like,
bras are a hell of a thing.
hey, you know what? I'm with it. Create the illusion. Like,
Or corsets. Corsets will fucking
hey, I grow a beard.
push them right into your fucking chin.
Like I said,
don't need to look down.
like,
No.
Just
Nope.
sort of-
Knock your eye out.
like I said, I grew a beard. I got the glasses. I wear hats. Like, I get it. Accessorize.
Yeah.
Like, but my God, man, you're gonna have to prove that someday.
Yeah.
You better be packing.
Hey, you know what though? That actually throw an unrealistic number out there because I'm gonna be not too unrealistic though.
Do you
'Cause then
think
I'll be
that's
like-
unrealistic?
No, but I mean, if you told me like I have like a 10.5-inch dick, I'm gonna be like, fucking prove it.
Yeah, you're gonna have some
And then
questions.
you get to send your dick pic.
Yeah.
Think.
Yeah.
Guys. God.
Yeah. So go higher. If he has 8.5, he says 10.
Unrealistic.
And then even if it's not, like, he still gets to send a dick pic.
Okay, so if it's mildly impressed. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on, you two.
Yeah.
So you're saying if he's gonna claim it and it's not impressive because, like, usually Ellie's just like, nah, they have 2 angles and they both suck.
It's a way to send a
Yeah.
dick pic without looking like a fucking creep.
You still don't think you look like
No,
a
you still look like a creep, but she said to prove
Yeah.
it. So you're like, okay, well, I'm
because
proving
then
it.
you're asking.
But
for
it's
it.
not. It's not 10 inches. But here you go.
All right, now I have to show you my dick. All right.
It's like you basically in dude mind, it's like, well, you asked for it.
All right, go ahead.
No, finish.
We have one more DM.
Okay.
Well, and it's a double shot.
Okay.
Because I titled this one "Desperate Conversation 1" and "Desperate Conversation 2."
Yeah, I see a whole lot of one-sidedness here.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I didn't
Oh,
see a
yeah.
single response on this.
No, I don't think she responded at all.
Okay.
When are you, Julia Ortiz, whoever that is, and I gonna procreate?
Oh.
I've
Yuck.
fantasized about you both since I was a shy 14-year-old. I need you. You know, we'd have a hell of a fucking time, you sexy motherfucker. We'd all have beautiful kids and beautiful lives. Are you starting a commune? I know you find this amusing for the simple fact we both wanted each other since teenagers. I'm sorry I never went for it. I wanted to make love to you since I was a clueless teenager. You're so sexy. It was always the intelligence that allured me to you and made me gravitate towards you. For ever so long. Redundant again. The way we were fascinated with one another was
Forever is
undeniable.
2 words, by the way.
But still,
Forever.
I still have the drawing you drew for me.
All right. Same guy. Keep going.
I know you find this amusing. Oh, I read it. You're so sexy. I read that one too. You're an enigma that I couldn't forget even if I wanted. If I'm wrong, please tell me now. If you never see me in the light I seen you, please disclose it now. What? Okay, please. Hope you had a good Christmas. I don't know when the first one was sent, but it was before Christmas. At this point, it's December 30th. You should just be saying Happy New Year. This is actually kind of sad more than anything. Like, I feel kind of bad for this dude. He just laid it all out there.
And he has zero clue. None.
You laid it
None.
all out there.
Literally.
Every
Yeah.
last bit of it. Like without any response. He's just like, so I've had a thing for you since I was 14. So since the first time hair appeared on my balls, I've had a thing for you. And then, I mean, okay, let's also back up a little bit. He was in the middle of it by then.
Yeah.
He started with, hey, when are you, me, and another woman gonna procreate? He didn't say bang.
He said this is gonna be a throuple.
Well, no. Well, he didn't even say it's
We are
throuple.
having a whole life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna impregnate the pair of you. Because he didn't say bang, fuck, screw, bone, or any of the other fun phrases for fucking. He didn't try and be classy and throw in the words menage a trois. Like,
No, he's creating a little cult. That
Sure,
sounded
yeah,
pretty.
a
That sounded
cult.
pretty
Culty.
culty to me.
It did sound a little culty in the beginning there, and then it just got
I'm
kind of
glad
sad.
we're on the same page.
Mario Ortiz is trying to start a cult.
Well, all right then. If you want to
Well,
procreate with this guy, there you go.
No,
Hey, dude,
I don't know. I don't think anybody would.
somebody would. Like, cults happen.
Happen.
Yeah,
That's a
this
shirt.
is true. That does need to be a shirt. Cults happen.
This one's kind of scary to me. Like, I got one that I didn't air that was like on napkin and shit with beautiful script. I'll show it to you.
Oh.
And it's beyond like dudes being like, hey, here's my dick, or hey, you got big ass boobies, or whatever. Like, that's one thing.
Mhm.
But like when you're just like, I'm gonna pour out everything I've been thinking for, I'd assume at least 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
Like we'll say he was 14
Yeah.
when they met or whatever, and now he's saying
Yeah.
this. So please at least be of adult age.
Yeah.
Like, maybe not.
No,
You
it-
shouldn't say those
It
things.
definitely sounds like he thought about it for a while before just laying everything out there.
Maybe she'll let that procreate part out.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
I mean, if you're gonna go for this, just try and be like, yo, can I see those big ass boobies or something? Like,
But
Let's
that would- that would-
procreate.
let's
Yeah.
have children.
No. No. In this economy?
The amount of times I have done that to me.
But I mean, there might be $5,000 bonus for it soon.
Yeah, no. No, no. Exactly.
Walk all the way off.
All right, ladies, we got one more song. We're only an hour and 40 minutes in.
Only.
We did a double episode of the Lunch Hour on this one.
We're making up for lost time.
Yeah.
We lost you last week. We lost you. We didn't lose you. We knew where you were. You lost us because you didn't have us because we were busy at AC.
We're an AC.
Brian Johnson.
You were looking at Brian Johnson's jump. Don't pin that even on me, Ricky Bobby. Anyway, it's time for another worldwide debut. These are my friends.
Oh my God.
I absolutely love these guys. I had them come play LB last week.
Last week. I was gonna say, did you have a show and not tell me, Dave?
No, I probably would have
Show
tried
and
to
not
charge
tell
you
me.
$30 to have a booth at it or something. But anyway,
Would have brought pre-band.
right? We'd had a ring.
Yep. Yeah.
So anyway, I had these guys down in Las Vegas in November. They put out this song on Sunday on 420 on Easter when I was playing Powerman 5000. So
Oh, nice.
technically that's this week, but you know, sometimes you think it's Sunday is last week. But anyway, I got to play with these guys 2 years in a row at every Vakken battle, and we had so much fun. I was happy to bring them down to LB. These is my boys from San Jose, and they fit the bill. This is Way Too Stoned with the band title track, Way Too Stoned, because they probably are. Check it out.
I hope the album's been wait.
Your friends of mine and Way Too Stoned with their title track, Way Too Stoned, over here on the Lunch Hour worldwide debut. Like, those guys are so good.
Dude, they really are.
So good. And they made it onto the finals of NorCal for the fucking battle.
Yeah.
They actually went to Brick by Brick in San Diego last year. They made it to the California finals. Dude, for NorCal, for yourselves,
That's awesome.
win this. Way Too Stoned. Go out there and fucking win this. Go to Vakken. I want to see Way Too Stoned in Europe. Their fucking singer / guitar player, Oscar, he got to go to Europe because, and this turned into something you'll love. He plays guitar for Skin Life.
Oh shit. That's cool.
There we go. No, I even mentioned that. I was like, dude, like, I'm such a fangirl over Steve Escobar. I told him about the corn story where I embarrassed myself. And he was like, dude, I brought it up to Steve and he hella laughed. I was like, that's all true.
Every bit of it.
Every bit of
I
it.
was there. It was embarrassing for you.
See, I didn't see it, but I have heard about it for the last fucking over 10 years.
No, it's not been 10 years. It's only been like,
It's been 7 because that was the last day of my kidney stone time off.
and I quit Verizon.
Yeah.
Like I quit Verizon. Someone offered us cheap tickets to Korn. Like, so I bought tickets to Korn, and then I just like quit my job and we go to an expensive ass festival, you know, and it's just like, I don't know how to act. Like, I'm freaking the fuck out internally because like I just made a huge decision and shit's about to go crazy. And Jen's like, fuck it, we're at Korn. Like, have a good time.
Yeah.
So like
That's not what I meant.
I
What
drank.
festival was it?
It was Korn.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
It was when it was Korn, Baby Metal,
yeah. Yep,
Stone
I
Sour.
remember that. Yeah.
Like it was, you know, it was really a weird night to go to a concert, but we did it and I had a blast. And so after a couple beers, I run into Steve Escobar. And I just give him that speech on like, you know what, man, you guys were on Headbangers Ball, you guys did all that big shit, and yet you've always been involved in your local scene. Like, you show up, you help out your local music community. Like, if it's in the Bay Area, Central Valley, you might look up and see Steve Escobar come wandering in. That's cool. Like, I appreciate that. And like, I thought I just gushed, and it was terrible. And you know, as I was drunk, Jen nods in the center. And as I talked about it with Steve later, I was like, hey man, I'm sorry I got drunk and like gushed at you. And his response was, dude, no, fuck that. It made me able to look at my son and be like, see, people think I'm cool. Like,
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Assumedly teenage son.
Teenagers are jerks.
Yeah.
I've only got a preteen and he's a jerk. I love him, but he's a jerk.
all right. So let's go ahead and wrap it up. We did 149 and counting tonight on the Lunch Hour. Jenna, I know you are an entrepreneur.
I am.
You make products.
I do.
Go ahead and shoot them links out right now live on the Lunch Hour.
All right. So I am Raven's Garden Botanicals. I do herbal-based skincare, salves, balms, you name it. If you have an ailment, I got you.
She says she can cure my baldness. She's lying, but all the rest, the salve for your muscles and joints, I know that shit works for a fact. I use it. I bought several jars off her. I'm gonna throw some on my elbow before I put on the bunny suit.
Speaks in
Nice.
super arthritis.
Yeah.
It does work.
Yeah. No, I've got a brand new batch of it too that I just made. I have an event coming up tomorrow that's actually gonna be at Modesto at Chasing Nostalgia. The vendor event is gonna start at 10. And then they are also going to have they're going to do a clothing swap, and I believe that one starts at 12. And then there's going to be a punk show, and that starts at 4.
Okay. You're gonna stop by Taco Fest too?
I will try to,
Where
if
you-
I'm not too busy.
Where's the event in Modesto?
Chasing Nostalgia.
Where?
At Chasing Nostalgia, it's a shop there.
Which is located where, Jenna?
Give me one moment in
I'm
Modesto.
not letting that go. Is it downtown Modesto? Is it West Modesto? Is it Riverbank? Is it Oakdale? Is it
Oh, please.
Raven's Garden Botanicals will be out there. Hey, what's up, Gilbert? Raven's Garden Botanical will be out there at Chasing Nostalgia in Modesto.
It's at 180 Leveland Lane, Suite 1A. Got you.
So, and then there's also Taco Fest if you want to go catch California Wrestling Association. go see some fucking wrestling, I might make an appearance. I might. I don't know what I'm doing.
You're watching
Make
the
sure to come
Minecraft
by and
movie?
see me too.
And go get some salad from Raven's Garden Botanicals. You can check out this show on the Lunch Hour Show on Facebook, at the Lunch Hour Show on YouTube, which is probably where you're watching this. Thank you guys, as always, for hanging out with us. Usually we end with a song. We kind of fucked ourselves on this one.
We talk too much.
We talked a lot. You know what? Lunch hours might get longer. Because we've got Madam J in the house next week. I'm working on a couple other guests. Like, let's have some fun. Play some tunes, drink some brews, spend your Friday night with us if you're lame and old. You know, so Lunch Hour, Pirate Flag Radio, WPFR.com, Pirate Flag Radio on I Love Radio on the app. You can listen to it on your phone 24/7. Don't forget to check out the Pirate Flag Radio Showcase on July 19th. It's a $10 show, 21 and over, at the Stockyard in Bristol, Tennessee, not Bristol, Virginia. Just steps away from the Bristol International Gateway Raceway. Once again, my name is Lunchbox.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Jenna and Jen. Happy birthday, Jenna.
Thank you.